Hi, so after pre-editing, pre-video, whatever, Tris here. I'm sorry for all of the keyboard clicking and background sounds because I had my mic too loud, and for most of the issues you can see inside there's some random clips. I'm sorry for that. That's that I don't usually edit this, but otherwise, enjoy. Okay, so this tutorial might come like 2 months late, but welcome back to part number 3 of the CSG livery tutorial. My name is Starbits, and today we will be covering the topic of doors, their welds, and whatever. In front of me is a Garage 737 Max 8, as you can see, and if I click on this cute little door here, you can see that there is a main. It has all of the welds attached to it. Now, let me show a quick example what happens if I like move this thing then move it back. But like let's pretend there's a part over here. If I union this thing together, like with nothing in it, just union it if it actually lets me union it. Maybe not. Roblox Studio, as always, does not like its developers. Okay, then let's just de-union something. And now look what happens if I go into a test session. Look what happens to the door. If I turn my ass around. Ooh, what happened? Oh no. The door fell off. Or like a part of it, whatever. I don't think I can explain that any more simply than it just being you breaking the weld. I don't think I can explain that any like more simply. You're just literally just breaking the weld on this thing. Let me just undo that. I'd show you like what lever I have to do here, or how to do it, but I don't think I have to do one for a Norwegian lever. So let's take the rudder for example. If you look into my Explorer, you can see that I have a singular rudder part being called "Don't touch the rudder weld." Before I made the tail stripe over here, I copied the original rudder once, turned its transparency to 1 or 0.99, whatever, just make it transparent. Then copied the rudder again, moved it, made my livery on that, moved it back, unanchored it, and weld constrained it, or if you're a professional, weld it to the original first made don't touch rudder part. That ensures that your stuff just will not and does not fall off. Same goes for the doors on some models that use welds. Now, let's go look at models that don't use welds. If I can even find one that doesn't use welds. I guess we can just, whatever, go and try to find the model for... Right, let's use project... No, this is Avis. Shout out to Avis, he's cool as hell. Avis is 787. Here's a Norse livery. This is old, so please don't ask me why it looks absolutely horrendous. I said absolutely horrendous. I will release this for free for anyone that wants to like actually check this out. A link or download file or whatever will be in the description of the video. As you can see here, if you look into the Explorer, this door has a auto weld system, though using weld parts. So basically if I move it away, now test in studio, if I move it away, absolutely nothing will break, it will just stay floating there, which sounds relatively stupid. As we can also see, Garage 737 likes to do tail strikes on the ground. Please go buy their planes, I need money. See, it just floats right here. I can attach absolutely anything to it, under the condition that I name whatever I put under the door here. I name it weld part, capital W, capital P. That also works with rudder and whatnot. That's how auto weld works. Now if I name this like, I don't know, hi I'm stupid, I name this to hi I'm stupid and move it inside that thing, now that thing's just either going to fall off or freeze midair. I'm unsure how it works. As you can see, it likes to tip over. Yeah, it just falls off. It's gone. As you can see, it's just gone. I think it fell off, or it's just gone. That's all I can say. It's just gone. It's as simple as that. You either make a base part for it that you don't touch, that keeps the original welds. Make your livery onto another duplicated version of that and weld constraint or weld it to the original part, or with Avi's and also basically anything that uses auto weld or Skytech. You just edit it. You literally just edit it. You name it weld part, paint it, color it, make an awesome tail design, whatever. Just do something with it, name it weld part, stick it in there, it'll work. It's that simple. Let me go check if there's anything else that I was asked to go over, or that I said that I would. Yeah, as you can see, absolutely everything moving in here uses weld parts. Reverse thrust, I'm pretty sure also the engine blade, our engine blades, gear, everything is named weld part. Here, as you can see, these are, I'm pretty sure, motors, or no, these are weld constraints. Okay, weld constraints, welds, weld constraints. Everything's different than compared to on those. So please, before you start doing anything, check what type of aircraft you have. Otherwise you're going to screw stuff up, and that will not end good for you. That will end up relatively horrendously. You will have to either redo everything, barely redo something, or whatnot. Texture manipulation, like stuff, doors going through decals. To be honest, I'm not sure how you do that, but I will try my best to learn with you guys. This thing I already covered, being decal placement, but I will cover it again if I can. These are not animated, so they're like not stuck to here. If I separate this Norwegian.com text part, whatever thingamajiggamig, as we can still see, Studio takes forever to load. The Studio does not like to load. That's common. As a CSG dev, you have to wait. Patience. Patience is necessary. Not because you're slow, because Studio is slow. Patience. I'm gonna actually put up like a timer on the side of the video on how long this one union, this one piece of text took to separate. For like when I started it. Just because, in case I can be arsed with it. Anyways, have you guys watched Big Mouth? I know the series is old and whatnot. Go watch some Big Mouth while this loads. That's what I'm doing right now. Because I don't think it's actually like, oh, there we go. As you can see, with decals, it's simple. You have a part. You have one singular part. You have the fuselage or whatever. You select them. You intersect them. Boom. Now you have a part. Now let's see if I managed to replicate the issue I had before. I hope I did. So if I did, I can actually show you what can happen if you... Oh yeah, I did. Oh no, your thing's rotated the wrong way around. There's two fixes to that. You put a negative part into it. Oh no, it's still broken. Well, that's simple. You just select the negative part first. Okay, that's still broken. You rotate the negative part, but like once. Still select it first, union. Okay, then that's still broken. Okay, I had the same issue doing the command that thing before. A very simple fix. Just select the brick first. Instead of the thing, just select the brick first. Then it pivots around the brick, not the actual piece of the fuselage. As you hopefully paid attention, if you didn't, scroll right back. Selecting the fuselage part first, broke the orientation. Selecting the livery first, didn't. It worked fine. I will not cover texture manipulation because I do not know how that works. Probably just by like editing your decal or putting some brick through it, negating that thing, it might work. Or actually, let me go and read what Fabian, the... Hi, voiceover Tris here again. I did manage to get it work, even though in the video it doesn't look like it. I did manage to get it work using Fabian's tutorial. Just use the same thing you use with decals. Select the part first, and then everything else in the video should follow the same. Now let's keep going. Also, second shout out to Fabian. Right, okay, now I understand. I saw what he did. So basically, when you have like a decal that like, I don't know, let's bring a good example, right? when you have a decal that goes, this might not actually be a good example because there's no forward fuselage, and I don't really, I'm not taking any kind of like example. You still want your door to move, right? Because if you just put it straight onto the door as well, then it's just going to like, or put it behind the door won't have it. Even if it shows, it will just move without the door. If you want your door to have a moving one, then here's a simple tutorial. Let's just search up, like, I don't know, something patriotic, because in case you didn't realize, I am Estonian. Even though I sound extremely British, I am Estonian. Here's a picture. This might work. Yeah, this is patriotic enough. So let's just do the normal trick that we usually do. Let's say this is the size of the decal. Let's do the trick that we usually do with whatever fuselage is. Make it the same size as the door, whatever. Start it here. Now you can imagine that the easiest way is just to like, just copy it. That's not the whole fuselage. My bad, guys. Yeah, that broke. Yeah, I union it wrong. For using intersections, just union the parts you want your decal on together. Roblox will not intersect Okay, editing trace. What I want to say was Roblox will not intersect multiple unions. So union your fuselage together. Won't. Bugs out the engine. Blame Roblox. Now it's lagging again, which is lovely. Oh, okay, I have a setup waiting for me. Okay, that's why I got a message. Great. You can imagine that just because the fuselage or decal goes behind the door, you can just copy and paste the... Okay, so my audio bugged, but what I wanted to say was do not copy and paste the decal onto the door. That will not work. But I think it did load. Did it load? No, it didn't, because I think I union. Did it load? No, it did not. Did it delete one of the... Okay, now it did. Thank you, Roblox. You can imagine that just because it like... Yeah, that's... Yeah, okay, let's call that a day. You just paste it onto the door. Wrong. That does not work. It won't work. Basically, you just have to like... With a really small increment. Okay, so editing trace back here. Basically, you have to get the full size of the decal and move the... Like, make a small outline of it, move it like 0.00 something inside of the original decal, then make a negative part out of it, union that into the original decal so you have like really thin lines. Like the decal has to be like the fuselage part of the decal. You have to make that a really thin line. Then just union that into the door and that will fix the decal for you. As you can see, I am making the small, whatever, thin line increment of the fuselage. Making it really slightly into the original decal part on the fuselage. And also, in case you're asking why I'm actually editing this video, it's because I'm really bored and I have nothing better to do. See, now we have an outline. Increasing the transparency on that thing will do nothing, since when you union it into the door, it will automatically reset the transparency to be the same of the door. So, for the love of God, make it thin, as thin as possible. Also, maybe move it slightly back, like into the fuselage, because otherwise it might be poking out of the like edges and whatnot. So move it slightly back in there. But okay, that's all for this part. Might. Emphasis on my. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly, but that's what it looks like Feb's doing. Okay, yeah, you can still see that thing. But now, if I move it over, even if it's the wrong way around, and a bit too large, because God knows I screwed something up. That's how it should work. That's literally how it should work. Will it work like that? Probably not. Just because I'm stupid and no studio froze. But yeah, we might as well call that a day. That's how texture manipulation should work. As said, comment how you're doing. If you're still watching to this part, comment what else I should cover. As you can see, I'm also extremely tired of doing these, but I will do another part. It's been a pleasure having you here. Will probably not welcome you back because, as said, I will not come back. And thank you for watching and have an amazing day.